Hi, I'm Allison and I'm a brand manager. We switched from Trello to Asana, and for more reviews like this, click the link below. So the cool thing about both Trello and Asana is that they're task tracking softwares. So I can basically go into either of them, see where different team members are on their projects, make sure everyone's working together so that we get a nice cohesive finished product when we're all trying to get something done on time. To me, Asana is best for organizing the projects that we're working on a little bit better. There's certain views that you can switch between, whether it's list, calendar, seeing the whole team, seeing just your stuff, and the filtering on it is just a lot more intuitive to me. I really love Asana also because the communications on there are a little bit easier. You can click right on one project. It's easy to see all of the different stages it's been through, and you just don't get that with any other software. To me, Trello is a lot better if you want to track your personal successes on different projects. So it can definitely be used for teams, and there's still different views that you can switch between on the platform to see where different people are at. But the platform is a little less intuitive with that front, but it's amazing for personal tracking. I have friends who use it to track their stand up comedy jokes. I have a friend who's created a Trello matrix to build recipe books. There's so many different personal use case scenarios for this, and I really like it if you're just an individual or a team of two. To me, both Asana and Trello are really easy to start with. There's as you dig deeper into each one of them, there's more things that you can peel back. Asana is slightly more intuitive on just the UX side of things, so I typically think most people would actually do better just starting with that one because the layout is easier and the navigation is a little bit clearer. But both of them really have a lot of different things that make it easy. So for Trello, for example, it gives you full access to all of the different boards you can create. There's different sections that are totally up to you. Like you basically get to build your own thing. Asana has a little bit more structure when you get into it, but it still allows for just as much tracking as Trello. And to me, it's the easier one for bigger teams to communicate. But as far as getting started off the bat, both of them are pretty intuitive until you get more into the team communication part of things, talking with each other. Both platforms are pretty easy to understand and create due dates, people that you need to send things to, checklists, all those different items are really just easy to understand as soon as you log into the platform. For me, when I'm looking at task tracking software, there's a couple things that you need to consider. First is how many people are on your team. Like I mentioned before, if there's just a couple people on your team, Trello is more than enough. There's just as many calendar capabilities and tracking capabilities as Asana, but when you get too many hands in the pot on Trello, it can get kind of messy. I've worked with bigger teams in there before, and the filtering just isn't as clear. Sometimes things get lost in the sauce because the commenting and notifications aren't as on top of what I would like them to be, as clear as you want them to be. And then with Asana, the main consideration is that I definitely think it's better for a bigger team. If you're by yourself, it's probably too much. You don't necessarily need all of that tracking that Asana offers because it is built to focus more on medium to larger scale teams. So if you're starting out just by yourself, I always think Trello is the best way to go. And as you grow, shifting to Asana over time, I think is the best move because once you get over there, it just allows for more messaging within the platform. The notifications are easier to find and the layout looks better so that you can just kind of see on a bigger picture where everyone is, where you're at, how it all works together. And yeah, that's the main consideration for me is how big is your team? How much do you guys communicate? And from there, you can kind of decide between the two platforms.